Hi folks, thanks for sticking around. I'm going to hear from several city officials here this evening about this event. We'll start first with Mayor R.T. Ryback. Mayor?
In a wonderful neighborhood and a wonderful business, we have had a horrible tragedy that has led to several deaths. One of the people who died, we believe to have been the shooter. The neighborhood has been secure throughout the process, and we believe there is no danger, but there is a horrible tragedy that has occurred. The names of the victims are now being established, and they will come to the medical examiner throughout the night as we learn more. I can tell you something about this business, because I was just here about a month ago with Congressman Ellison and federal officials holding this up as a great example of a good family business where an immigrant came to this country, built an outstanding operation that became a national model for exporting. It is a business that is a close-knit business, and when I came home that night, I said, to my wife, I said, this is a true family business. We are deeply sorry about what has happened here. The employees are together and are being cared for. The neighborhood, as I mentioned, is secure and will be returning to relative calm. But obviously we will have a horrible crime scene that we'll be dealing with over time. I want to express our deepest sympathies to the families and everyone who's part of this community, as well as this strong neighborhood. And I want to turn it over to Deputy Chief Chris Arneson to talk about some of the details.
Hi, well, thank you for coming, Deputy Chief Chris Arneson. Today at 4:35 hours, we got a call, a 911 call from inside the business that there was a shooting going on inside. Original officers arrived shortly after that and were able to gain entrance, establish that we do have several victims inside. Also, 3 people were taken to Hennepin County Medical Center for care. At this time, we don't have any update on those folks. I can confirm that the shooter is dead, and he died by a gunshot wound, self-inflicted. So I will stop there. I do want to introduce Councilmember Lisa Gunman, who is the council member for the downtown area, but also lives in this neighborhood. And you might want to ask her a few questions, but otherwise we're open for questioning.
How many confirmed dead? I'm sorry.
We're not confirming at this point. We only know several.
Any situation here, or what description of what happened?
Pardon?
Several meaning at least 3.
Okay. Excuse me?
Several meaning at least 3.
I cannot give you a number. It's several at this point. So that's all I can tell you.
Was the shooter affiliated? What the circumstances were around the shooting? What happened? What led to this? We've been hearing that maybe a disgruntled employee or someone who may have been laid off came back. Can you confirm that, or was it an employee or former employee, the suspect?
Yep. At this time, we're doing our investigation, and we'll have those answers later.
Do you have an approximate age, victims or shooter?
I do not.
Where was the suspect's body found? In the business or outside?
Inside.
Was he an employee?
I can't confirm that right now. The investigation is still ongoing.
Can you say inside the warehouse?
Inside the warehouse, yes. It's the name of the business is Accent Signage, and the address is 2323 Chestnut Avenue North. It's a neighborhood business, very well thought of in the neighborhood and the city.
If he was inside, why was there the perimeter and it looks like you guys were looking for someone?
This is standard operation where we string up crime tape around the business because we just don't want people accidentally wandering into the scene and becoming hurt. So this is how we normally run this.
How many people were working at the time?
I don't have that information. So what I'd like to close with is I want to thank several people that are here. Hennepin County helped us out greatly. Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, the State Patrol, East Metro Transit, the FBI was here, Minneapolis Fire Department, and Hennepin County EMS. So all of those agencies were very helpful to the Minneapolis Police Department in helping us not only secure perimeter, but inside also.
Just to clarify, did the officers help the employees inside evacuate then before the shooter?
Yes. We have several witnesses.
Did the police shoot any shots themselves at the shooter? Was there any gunfire exchange
Between?
the alleged shooter and the police?
No. The shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot.
Was that after everyone evacuated?
I don't have the timing on it, so I can't answer that.
Did he engage with officers at all?
No.
Those that died, did they all die here or at the hospital?
We don't have any information on that at this point.
You were hearing that maybe one of the victims, possibly the owner of the building, or was he targeted at all?
Yes, I do not have any information on who the victims are. Those names will be released by the Hennepin County Medical Examiner's Office. Okay. Thank you very much.